Ball night. Hey, what up, man? It's your boy Cheeseman. I thought I'd talk about this Lakers Grizzlies game that was on last night. So, if you don't know this, allegedly there was a players only meeting a couple of days ago that the Lakers had. They were trying to get this whole thing figured out and figure out what's going wrong and try to get on the same page and figure out why they suck so bad. It usually players only meetings they usually work for teams like the Heat. They went on players only meeting and they won like 20 games after that. And usually it morales the team and inspires them. And allegedly, the Lakers it didn't because they lost to the Memphis Grizzlies 106 to 93. Had to check the score real quick, but yeah, I mean, I figured they would lose this game, but I didn't think it'd be by that much. Then I found out that Dwight Howard was injured. He got re-injured again. He's been injured a lot this year, like with the back and then his shoulder. It'll be interesting to see how severe it is. And now everybody's saying, should they trade Dwight Howard? Should they get rid of Mike D'Antoni? My personal opinion, the Lakers are kind of screwed either way. I think they should get rid of Mike D'Antoni first because the players aren't responding to him. It feels like he's lost the team. I don't know why they hired him in the first place over Phil Jackson. That was like the biggest mistake in probably playoff in like NBA history. Because I don't know about the GM, but I had TV last year. I saw how bad the Knicks were, and I see how good they are now. And there's only one common factor that connects this whole situation, and that is that Mike D'Antoni is not a good coach. Like I think Mike Brown was a better coach than Mike D'Antoni. I think they should have gave him more time because at least with Mike Brown, he was willing to sacrifice and change his style. Where Mike D'Antoni's kind of stubborn. And that's why I'm seeing this whole Lakers situation. It feels like everybody has egos. Like Mike D'Antoni doesn't want to change his style. Kobe Bryant just wants to be Kobe Bryant, and Dwight Howard just wants to get more. He complained about not getting enough points. Allegedly a couple games ago he was running around with stat sheets saying, "Look at the stat sheet. I only got 8 shots. Look at the stat sheet." Which I don't know. I kind of wish I was there to see that because that'd been kind of funny. But Dwight Howard, like I thought that he would actually fit better with Kobe Bryant. Like I thought he would be a willing, Robin to Kobe Bryant's Batman. I thought that he would, want to be a sidekick, but what I found out that he, in Orlando, which I was surprised when I heard this, that he complained that he didn't get enough touches in Orlando, which is crazy because that whole team was pretty much around Dwight Howard and just, had a couple 3-point shooters, but that whole main team was around him. And if he said that in Orlando, then, we should have really known that this wasn't going to work because he's pretty much the fourth option on this team. So, but, they're saying that they're going to trade him by the deadline. And, him being injured kind of puts a little, makes it a little bit difficult now because who's going to want him now that he's injured right now? Like, do you want this guy that has been, complaining on 2 different teams and just came off a back injury and now his arm's hurt? I'm not sure a lot of teams will want him, so I don't know. I think that they probably should get rid of Mike D'Antoni first before they trade any of their players. I think that, in the beginning of the year, we knew all of the problems that this team was going to, that each player had, and we still said they were going to win 72 games. We knew that Dwight Howard probably wouldn't play till Christmas, which he played a lot earlier. And people still thought that this team was going to be good, so it's not the team. I think that it's either, it's the coaching and the fact that they don't have a bench player. Their bench is the worst in the NBA. But I think D'Antoni's really the bigger problem because, if you watch New York, they were terrible, and now they're really good. And he's had so many great players on his team, like Joe Johnson, Steve Nash, he even had Shaq here. He even had Sean Marion, Carmelo Anthony, and he hasn't made the finals in the East or the West. So he's barely been out of the second round. So I think that's really the bigger problem. That they should have just got Phil Jackson. If I was a GM, that's what I would have done. Or you could have got Brian Shaw if you didn't want Phil Jackson, because you said Phil Jackson made him feel small, which is kind of weird because you're the GM and you're the owner. You're supposed to not feel small. And even if you do feel small, you're at least going to be winning. Now you feel big and you're losing. So I don't know. The Lakers they're in a tough situation. I think if they were smart, they get rid of Mike D'Antoni right now because he's lost the team. The team doesn't respect him. They don't even really follow anything that he does. And I don't know. I just think that they need a coaching change before they change the players. But that's my personal opinion. Tell me what you guys think. Subscribe to my channel, like my video. Bye.